What's going on, guys? Dawko back again. Hope you're fantastic today. And oh my god, FNAF VR is absolutely amazing. Well, the demo is amazing, what I played, which was made in 2018, and it's 2019, guys. If this demo was made last year, it really fills me with a lot of hope and promise for this game, because the demo was really, really good, guys. And I'm going to go through each game, well, mini game, because there was 3 mini games in the demo, and just talk about them and talk about the little details that I noticed, all that jazz. Okay, so the time slot I had was 15 minutes. On Friday, it was actually 30 minutes, but because so many people wanted to play FNAF VR, they cut it down to 15 minutes, which is totally fine. You could actually do all 3 mini games in 15 minutes, but because I died quite a lot in the Bonnie mini game, I wasn't able to do the last one. But my other friends who were there, Ryan's and Will, managed to play the FNAF 1 mini game, and I was there watching constantly, looking for all the details, and I recorded a lot. It's basically FNAF 1. It's as simple as that. So that's the reason why I wanted to do that one last, because I wanted to play the new experiences first. So the first one I went on was the Bonnie mini game, okay? And we just have to repair Bonnie. So Bonnie is sat there in a parts and service room with a little toy Bonnie plushie, which is interesting. FNAF 2 Bonnie, which you could actually pick up, but I didn't, because I couldn't reach him because I was hitting a wall, so I couldn't reach him, like a literal wall in real life. So I couldn't reach him, but you can pick him up and play with him. There is like a bin, like a trash compactor on the left and a trash compactor on the right, okay? We'll talk about those in a minute. And Bonnie's there, sat there, holding his guitar, a more detailed guitar from FNAF 1. You can see coloured tuners on the top of the guitar, and you can actually strum the guitar, which I thought was really cool as well, and it's out of tune. Again, I'll explain that in a minute. So first off, you hear Hand Unit. So yeah, Andy Field, the voice actor of Hand Unit, was in this demo. Compared to the trailer, guys, when you listen to the trailer, you heard just a normal guy talking. That trailer must have been before Andy Field did all his voice acting for the game. So yeah, Hand Unit or Tutorial Unit will be talking through each minigame, telling us what to do. Well, especially in the FNAF locations. I don't know how it's going to be in, like when we're in the FNAF 4 house. Who's going to help us then? No idea. But yeah, it basically tells us what to do. We're here to repair Bonnie. So he tells us to take out the left eye. And I was like, huh? My left or Bonnie's left? Because usually it is the animatronics left, but I wasn't thinking straight because I was so freaking excited to play the game. Obviously, I picked out the left one, and he jump scared me. So if you don't listen properly and you make mistakes, you're dead, and you have to start all over again, which is fine. I mean, this is FNAF. If you make a mistake, you screw up, you're dead, you've got to do it again. Trial and error. So then I actually got the right eye out. The correct eye, I'll say, not right, literally. The correct eye, Bonnie's left. And then, he tries to confuse you again, guys. He says, so take Bonnie's left eye socket and place it in the right trash compactor or the left trash compactor. And you're like, okay, you're telling me to do the opposite things all the time. And it does get a bit confusing, but, you know, if it can't be that simple. It's got to be, you know, a little bit difficult where you have to really think about what actions you take. And I got it right. I obviously got jump scared because Ryan freaking shook my hand, which is really good, by the way. You have to be delicate with the animatronics, okay? Because when Ryan shook me when I was holding the eye, Bonnie jump scared me because I wasn't delicate. You have to be really slow, grabbing the eye, put it in the trash compactor, or whatever it is. Let's call it trash compactor. I don't freaking know. I've just watched Star Wars. Just put it in there, and then you take the other eye out, and then you put it in the other one, the opposite ones, to make it a bit more confusing again. You can actually drop the eyeballs. I saw some people say, oh, if you drop the eyeballs, you can't pick them back up and you're screwed, you die. You just have to die. Will actually dropped it and he could pick it back up. So yeah, if you do make mistakes like that, I think you can pick them back up. But I think if you put them in the wrong trash compactor, you'll die. You'll get jump scared. So when that's done, obviously you see Bonnie's red glaring eyes now. And then all you have to do, back in sister location, you have to press buttons to open up the faceplate. You have to do that in the VR game. So you pop the buttons right next to his neck, so you get up close and personal, pop, and then it bing opens up, and it looks amazing. The endoskeleton, guys, was the highlight for the Bonnie minigame to me, because it's in great detail and great texture. I just want to say, guys, this is the best looking VR game I've ever seen. I played a lot of VR games. It's the best looking VR game I have ever seen and played. It is so good. The detail on Bonnie's suit is really, really good, guys. Obviously, it's not going to be like in person because it's a game, but the graphics look amazing. It really looks real, and they're Scott's official models, guys. So you're seeing the models that Scott has made and created himself, and you get to enjoy the pleasure of looking at what Scott has created back in 2014. You know, the amount of detail on the suits and stuff are really, really good. And the endoskeleton was the highlight for me because it was in really good detail. Anyway, when that's open, there's a button inside the endoskeleton that you have to press because we have to tune Bonnie's guitar. Okay, that's the objective. So you press that, and it's like Simon Says, but a little bit different. So the button shows the colour. So let's say it's like red, green, yellow, blue, orange. And the button shows the colour, so red, and then plays the tune of the guitar. And you have to pick the colour, what's out of tune, and fix it. So red's like, ah, ah, ah. So let's say orange, the last one, was out of tune. So it goes red, green, blue, yellow, orange. So we turn the orange tuner, not a tuna fish, and then that's it. And then we press the button again to test if it's in tune. Done. And then hand unit's happy with our service. Nice, done. And then we go back to the trash compactors or cleaners, whatever they are. We grab the eyeballs again. We place them onto Bonnie. And then we press the buttons again to close Bonnie's face mask. And we're done. Case closed. The first minigame's done. Difficulty level. It wasn't that difficult. There was no difficulty with the Bonnie minigame. It was more to do with listening on what to do. You know, kind of like the sister location quests when you have to press Freddy's face plates and stuff, and if you do it wrong, you get jump scared. Or when you're doing on night 5 when you're looking after baby and you have to press the dial code on a side, and if you screw that up, you get jump scared by Ennard. You know, stuff like that. So you have to listen and focus on what to do. And there are some like twists and things. So hand unit says things that you have to like think again, like think twice over. And again, you just have to be really delicate pulling the eyes out. If you do it too quick and stuff, you'll get jump scared. So difficulty, it wasn't that difficult. I think it was more to just relax and listen and don't make mistakes. I think it was my favourite minigame, guys, mainly because of the detail on Bonnie and the atmosphere. It was really, really nice, and, you know, it was a nostalgic feel to me. Seeing an animatronic back in 2014 in such glory and great detail made me really excited and happy. And I can't wait to see the original gang like Chica with the cockroaches and everything, and Foxy and Freddy. I'm really, really excited. And yeah, it was my favourite minigame out of all three, 100%. And difficulty level, like I said, wasn't that bad. But, you know, this might be like the first minigame at the start of FNAF VR. And when you play more and more and more, the harder they get. So I noticed when we're dealing with Foxy, like he's got a lot of combinations from the trailer and the screenshot. Like there's loads of different things in his endoskeleton and legs. So I think the difficulty vamps up a little bit. So first it's Bonnie, then Chica, then Freddy, then Foxy. Do you know what I mean? So there's difficulty levels with repairing the animatronics, and Bonnie's the first one. It's nice and simple. Or you have to keep doing it like later on, or there's a difficulty level that you can increase, and you have to tune more of the tuners on the guitar. Who knows? But yeah, it was really, really good. Great detail, great atmosphere. And yeah, I really liked it. And the atmosphere as well, I forgot to mention there was like boxes and crates around the side, which was really nice. So yeah, it was really, really good. Okay, so the next one I played was Mangles' ventilation system. By the looks of things, it is in FNAF 2 because Mangles from FNAF 2. What was really interesting though is that there was like a ladder shaft what we've came down from. So we are slightly underground, which was really, really cool. But I looked down, and it was really, really deep down, guys. Like the ventilation was going really low down, which is weird. So maybe there was like an underground part of the FNAF 2 location, or connected with sister location again. Just a little theory, guys, because honestly, I looked down at the fan. There's like a green glow underneath, and it was really, really deep. Really deep. So yeah, have a think about that. But yeah, I'm imagining it right now. So we're in the vents, and it's really nice and glowy and nice and cute, and you know, like nothing's gonna go wrong, right? And there's an orange button that you have to press. But before I go through that, on the left there's a vent door. Front left door, right vent door. There is like a vents behind us, but nothing happens there. Ignore that. You're not going to be turning at the back of you. It's fine. There's only 3 entrances. What you have to do. Okay. So you press the orange button. It begins a tutorial. Hand unit talks again that we have to repair the ventilation system. And there's like a green light above us from 1 to 4. And I'll talk about that a little bit later. So yeah, when that all goes through, the power shuts down. Okay, the power goes shut. It goes completely dark. You see Mangle. Okay, Mangle begins to freaking go crazy. You've got your light on your headlamp, and Mangle begins to cause havoc. Okay, the vents shut. So you don't have to look everywhere because some of the vents are shut. The front one we have to start off with, okay, guys? So yeah, it's a puzzle game, guys. It's a puzzle mini game. We've got to solve puzzles while dealing with Mangle. So those 4 green lights that are above us, we have to fill that bar to 4. And the way to do that is that we have to pull switches. Okay, pull switches in the ventilation system, the switches that turn the power back on. There was also some valves that I had to deal with that blew steam out. There was one at the top right and one at the bottom left. That was a little bit confusing because I was turning it, but it wasn't doing anything at all. Like I turned it forward, then it turned back. So you don't have to keep turning it, guys. You just turn it once, and then the bottom one, you turn once, and then that's it. Okay? Again, while you're doing all this, Mangle's trying to get you. Because when you pull the first switch, the right vent opens now too. So you're dealing with both at the same time while doing this. So, you know, a lot of havoc going on. But yeah, just little puzzle switches that we have to deal with first. And then we had to, you know, pull the valves. And then on this vent, there's another switch as well, which opens up. You know, not really that puzzly, just little tasks that we have to do the first bit, okay? When we've done that, the green lights are about 2-3 now. And then when we pull that right one, the left one opens up now. So all 3 are open now at the same time, okay? And this is where things get really, really interesting and creepy. So when you look at the left vent, there's like a Simon Says colours. So there's red, green, yellow, blue, right? On the right side. But there's like a little vent shaft below us there. Right there with the left vents there. There's like a vent thing that we have to pull open. And there is the Simon Says game. So this is where things get really cool and scary. She's like, oh no, I have to look over the vent to see the colour code while Mangle's looking around me. Looking out for me. This is going to be hard. But it actually wasn't that hard, guys. Honestly, it was really easy. Again, there might be a difficulty vamp up with the full game. Because it's a demo, they just want to show things off. So we pull that open. We see the colour code. So it goes red, green, yellow, blue. Red, green, yellow, blue. Red, green, yellow, blue. So we just do the order. Red, green, yellow, blue. That's it. And the switch is shown. We pull that. All the 4 lights are done. The vent's closed. That's it. We're done. I didn't get jump scared by Mangle. I think Mangle's difficulty is fine though. honestly, because he got close at some points. But you know, that the good thing about this game, this mini game, guys, is that you can make mistakes. You can take your time with it, which I really, really like. It's not like if you screw up once, you're dead. Like if you like don't know what to do, like, I've got to really think about this Simon Says game, or I don't know how to do these valves. It's fine. You can just literally stay in that vent for as long as you want, as long as you keep Mangle away with your headlight. By just looking at Mangle will just go away. And you hear Mangle as well, guys. I just need to say that. You hear Mangle. So if you're at the front like this, doing stuff, if you hear something on your left, that means Mangle's there. Look, goes away. Simple as that. So if you're like doing the Simon Says and you're a little bit confused, just think through, keep Mangle away and go again. If you make a mistake again, it's fine. That's what I like about it. The only mistake you can make is if you forget Mangle's coming after you, you're going to get jump scared, okay? So yeah, it was fine. But like I said, though, it was easy, I'll be honest. But I think they made it easy because it's a demo. I think it's going to be a little bit more difficult with the Simon Says minigame. The Simon Says minigame needs more sequences. It was only one sequence. You see the code, you press the buttons, it's done. I feel like there should be like 3 levels. So the first one is like red, green, yellow, blue. Red, green, yellow, blue. Okay? And then like there's like another like light sequence on to get the switch down for the last switch. Maybe there's like 3 little circles, and then one goes green. The next one goes green, and the next one goes green when you've done all 3 levels on the Simon Says minigame. So the next sequence will be like yellow, yellow, green, blue, blue, red. And then you type that in, that's the next level done, and then the next one's harder. Do you know what I mean? To make it a little bit more difficult, because it was easy, but I still really enjoyed it. And again, the detail was really good. We're in an event system. Like I said, you look down, it's really deep. Mangle is really good. The movement of Mangle is smooth as heck. I'm not even kidding, guys. Mangle's movement was so smooth walking through the vents. It was really nice to see. Because, guys, we're just used to seeing static movements of animatronics most of the time on screens, camera monitors. That's it. That's usually what we always see. So seeing an animatronic moving like that was really nice to see, and really, really good. It was so smooth, amazing, really, really good. So yeah, that was the next minigame, guys. Again, I enjoyed it, but the difficulty was a little bit low. But like I said, it's a demo at a convention. They're going to make it easy so you can get through things quickly. That's what I think anyway. So yeah, Mangles event minigame was really good as well. Okay, guys, the final one was the FNAF 1 office, okay? It's as simple as it gets. You guys know FNAF 1. It's exactly the same, but like 10 times better, okay? So you see all the animatronics moving, which is a major plus, because we never see that. You see, it's just so realistic, and the movements of the animatronics are great. The atmosphere of FNAF 1 was amazing. Like I said, though, I didn't really play it. I just saw it from a screen, but I could tell the atmosphere was great. Ryan and Will, who played it, said it was absolutely amazing. They told me all the sounds they heard, and the atmosphere is great. Okay. So yeah, all the movements, no still movements. You see the animatronics walking around. They still stare at the cameras, when you're looking at the camera monitor and stuff, but you see them moving up and down the corridors next to you, which is really, really amazing. What you hear the sound effects of them moving too. So it's great. Okay, it's amazing. What I noticed as well, which you could clearly see, is that the camera monitors were on at all times. Okay, so the camera monitors don't waste any power by the looks of things. So you can always keep watching the camera monitors. Okay, it doesn't look like it wastes any power. The only power that's wasted are the doors and the lights, okay? And they must waste more power now, because the camera monitors are always on. And I thought like, oh, for the first few nights then, I can just keep the camera monitor on Foxy and just deal with Chica and Bonnie, because Freddy doesn't go active until night 3, unless they've changed things. So yeah. That's what I'm going to do, guys, when I get the game. I'm just going to keep the camera monitor on Foxy and deal with Bonnie and Chica for the first few nights. And then when Freddy starts moving, Freddy might be different this time, but I don't think he will be. I think he'll just be spawn. Like, he'll spawn at the locations and you'll hear the laughter as always. I don't think he's going to be moving freely like Bonnie and Chica. But who knows? It might change. So I think Freddy will have the same mechanic. So I'll just keep him at bay while dealing with Bonnie and Chica. But yeah, the atmosphere, everything, the animatronics are amazing. Apparently, when Foxy comes after you, Foxy was more aggressive, by the way, if you noticed, and this was only night 2. When you shut the door and Foxy's there, you hear his hook scrape on the door instead of that. You hear Foxy scraping on the door, which I think is a really nice detail to have instead of just knocking. You know, hearing his hook sharpening on the door is a really nice touch. And we didn't actually look on the camera monitor when Foxy's running down the hallway. But from some old footage that I did a video on, if you leave the door open when Foxy's there, you see him run down and run into the office after you, which is really, really cool. So I'm guessing you'll just see it on the camera monitor, the same perspective. Other than that, guys, it's basically just FNAF 1. You can pick things up. Phone Guy's in it, don't worry. Phone Guy's still there. We knew it was night 2 because it was the night 2 phone call. I'm pretty sure. You can pick up like the paper and you can pick up the cupcake. So yeah, it's just a first-person VR experience of FNAF 1. There's not much really more I can say, other than they've just done a really good job on it. Really, really good job. Again, it looked pretty easy. When Ryan was playing it, he had the doors shut quite a lot. And I was like, oh, you're going to lose if you keep doing this. But he didn't. He survived. And he had the doors shut for quite a long time. So it does feel like they've made the power difficulty easy, again, for the convention demo. I think, anyway. I don't know that. And again, Will did really well as well. So it seems like they've made the power easy for the demo. But I don't know that. Don't think that I'm Scott and I know everything, because I don't. This is just my guesses. So yeah, really, really good again. Everything's the same like FNAF 1, which is nice. So you see the Bonnie and Chica at the doors. You hear the when they're there at the window and everything. So you still don't see Bonnie in the window. You just see his shadow, which I thought was a really nice touch. So yeah, it was great. Again, I didn't play it fully, but I've played a fan game of FNAF VR for like a few months ago, and it was very similar to that. So, you know, I've still got the same experience with playing in a similar atmosphere than like FNAF VR. So yeah, that was all good. Any negatives about anything? Not really. There were some technical issues that I had in the Bonnie repair. So sometimes the sensor wasn't working in the game, but I don't know whether that was just PlayStation VR screwing up or the actual game. I do feel like it was the sensors, not the game. And again, guys, if it was something like that, they would have fixed it by now. This demo was made last year. So, I think all that would have been fixed, technical issues like that. So, yeah, I'm going to blame the sensors. Anything other than that, again, the difficulty was too easy, but I understand why, because, it's a demo. So I do feel like the difficulty will be increased. And if not, there'll be difficulty increases that we have. Like I said, Bonnie's was really easy, but Foxy's might be really hard. And again, with the vent system with Mangle, they could increase it with the Simon Says mini game. Something like that, or make Mangle more aggressive, more faster through the vents. But we don't know if we're going to have to do the same thing more than once. I feel like we'll have to do them more than once, and then the next time we do them, they'll be there's a hard mode apparently, guys. So yeah, that kind of explains what I just said. And there'll be a hard mode where the animatronics are more aggressive, like Mangle will move through the vents faster, or Bonnie will be more sensitive, or there's a time limit where we have to fix Bonnie as fast as possible. Other than that, guys, I don't think there was anything else. Oh, yeah, some of the animatronics when there was jump scares. There was a Toy Freddy jump scare, and he doesn't have a lot of detail. That's because, guys, this demo was made a long time ago, okay? So that will all be sorted by now. Toy Freddy will be in good detail. I mean, you saw from the trailer that Toy Freddy looks great now. In the FNAF 2 thing, you saw Toy Freddy, he looks great. So, yeah. I'm really excited, and that's all I need to say. You should be excited for this game, guys, please. I know there's always people who are like, oh, another FNAF game, it's going to suck. Guys, I promise you, okay, from my heart, and I'm being really serious, you can judge me and say, oh, he's just saying this because he makes FNAF videos. He's loved FNAF for 5 years. No, honestly, guys, this game is fresh. This game is new. This game is completely different to the other FNAF games. I promise you that. And I can promise you that this is going to be the best FNAF game you will ever see. So yeah, I think I've gone through every single detail that I saw in the game and all the mechanics. So yeah, like I said, it's going to be a good game, guys. I promise. It's going to be really good. And I'm really excited now, and so should you guys. I am sorry to the people who don't have a VR game who can experience it. But maybe in the future they'll release the game on like cheaper VR devices or something like that, like a mobile VR thing. I don't know. But I will be doing the game on the channel, obviously, and I'll try my best to make it a really good experience for you guys too. I'm going to have a lot of fun with this game. If you saw me playing it at the convention, you could see when I was playing it how excited I was being in an atmosphere. Like I was getting really excited. Because I do really like this game, guys, I promise you, and it will be good. Everybody who's played this game so far has said it's good. I mean, at the Insomnia convention, they have put FNAF VR on a bunch of other PSVR game titles because so many people wanted to play FNAF VR. So, you know, obviously that shows something, okay? It's going to be good. I know, like, the real fans know it's going to be good. But, you know, the people who are a bit, like, iffy with it, because Scott's making another FNAF game, like they always say, I promise you guys, it's good, and you will be impressed with this, okay? Steelwool Studios, Scott, everybody who worked on this game, the voice actors, amazing, and I'm really proud of Scott for, you know, I would say it was very hard for Scott to give the rights to another company on his game. I feel like he's gave it to the right people, and Scott should be proud of himself for having the guts to do something like that. And Steelwool Studios should be proud as well. Lots of love, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.